Luanda just holding up the start slightly, backpedaling away from the line. All set. Track is dead. The rail's out 12 metres and they're on their journey in the first. Danzig Star a little slow with Cornella. Hula Wonder began fast in company with Episode, Miss Danehill. Sassee's pushing through along the inside when they settle down. And then Thunderbird followed by Miss Ferrari. Settling fully, and Sassee's has gone up along the inside to take up the running over Episode. A length and a half to Danzig Star, getting up on the rails into third placing now. Followed by Miss Danehill, and then came Thunderbird easing back to fifth. Hula Wonder over on the outside going up into sixth placing from Miss Ferrari. Then Cornella a good way back over on the inside, followed by Joamba, and Tempted Lady is wide, and last of all when the turn at the 800 comes up. And Sassee's led by a little over a length to Episode. Danzig Star on the rail third, Miss Danehill the outsiders fourth. They're followed by Thunderbird on the inside of Hula Wonder. A length and a half Cornella over on the rails when they came to the turn. Going up wide on the course there is Tempted Lady, followed by Miss Ferrari and Joamba last in a pretty bunched field. At the turn, 500 left to go, and Sassee's is going to swing the corner, a narrow leader. It's Sassee's over Episode, Miss Danehill wider out, Hula Wonder coming 4 wide, and Tempted Lady 5 wide into the straight, and Danzig Star gets up on the inside with less than 400 to go, and Episode went to the lead over Sassee's. Miss Danehill on the outside, then Hula Wonder who's under the whip. Canella's coming from a fair way back on the rail. Episode led Miss Danehill inside the 200 metres. Thunderbird finishing fairly from Hula Wonder. Episode and Miss Danehill and Episode. Episode's fighting on well. Episode just in front, and Episode wanted to head to Miss Danehill. Thunderbird a length and a half away third, followed by Sassee's.
On the inside as Checks Please, being covered up by Bolshoi Princess. Some 3.5 away, the Robbie Lang pair on the waterfront, back on the inside, followed by Grace Gay, and 2.5 away Lacra, now tacking up after standing there flat-footed, turning out of the straight towards the 1500, and burning to the leaders. Call Me Max, he's fired up Max. Call Me Max, he leads by 4.5 to Up Over Girl. 6 away third, Connemara Gray. A length and a half to Goes Off. 3.5 to Sailing for Home. 3 lengths away on the inside, Checks Please, being covered up by Bolshoi Princess. Alacra third last, and a length and a half away on the waterfront, back on the inside of Grace Gay. Driving into the bottom turn towards the 1100 metres, and the leader, Call Me Max, now steadies. He's gone hard. He's 3 in front of Up Over Girl, making ground. A length and a half third as Goes Off. 2 lengths away the Grey, Connemara Gray. 3 away Alacra, making ground on the outside of Sailing for Home. A length and a half to Bolshoi Princess on the outside of Checks Please. Grace Gay is second last, and on the waterfront is back at the tail at the 700 metres. Can this leader keep on going? Call Me Max. It's 3/4 in front of Up Over Girl. A length and a half for clear third as Goes Off. 2.5 to Connemara Gray. Ridden along back on the inside of Bolshoi Princess, now coming into the race. Followed on the outside by Sailing for Home. Then Alacra under pressure. Checks Please making ground the centre. Third last nearing the turn, and 2.5 away Grace Gay, and on the waterfront on the turn at the 350, Call Me Max under pressure. Up Over Girl on the outside, ranged up now, grabbed the lead from Goes Off on the outside, making ground. 2.5 away Bolshoi Princess from well back, still making ground, followed by Connemara Gray, and Checks Please out in the clear towards the 150. Goes Off reached the lead now, raced a length and a half in front of Checks Please, and Bolshoi Princess trying very hard. Goes Off though, he's got a break over the final stages, and Goes Off wins. Goes Off by a length to Checks Please. A length and a half third, Bolshoi Princess. Then Up Over Girl on the waterfront.
Look to be set. Light flashing away. Gates are back, they're off and racing. Benevideo began reasonably down towards the inside. Luca Brasi was one of the first out, headed immediately by Nap Hill. Tetrice away quickly and down to zero, hustled out to go forward. Nullarbor Knights from the outside is in the first 3 as they settle into stride now. Benevideo had dropped out to be a clear last, and down to the judge with a circuit to run. Nap Hill the leader, about a length in front now from Nullarbor Knights going up to second. Down to zero is 2 lengths back third, followed by Lord Loxley. Then came just behind these horses Luca Brasi on the inside of Tetrice, about a length and a half further back in the field as they turn out of the straight. Then is Trisco on the outside, 2 lengths then to Ab Spray, followed then by a good way back as Joe Dami. A length behind it is Andre Stad, and they're followed then as they head into the back by Lightning Leroy, and then Regal Noah, and Better Video as last of all by a length and a half. Nap Hill led them into the back now with about 1,400 metres to go. It's Nap Hill by a length and a half to Nullarbor Knights, a length and a half to Down to Zero. On the outside then is Lord Loxley, about 2 lengths further back in the field, Luca Brasi on the inside of Tetrice. 2 lengths to Trisgo, Abspray, 1.5 lengths to Lightning Leroy. Behind it, Andre Stat on the inside of Joe Dami. And then 1.5 lengths away in the field is Benevideo, who's second to last, and Regal Noah. Now, Lord Loxley had gone to the lead, running down the back of the course now, and took it up by 1 length to Nap Hill, and Nullarbor Knights lobbing along third. 3 lengths back down to 0 when they go inside the 1,000 metres. 2 lengths to Luca Brasi on the inside of Tetrice. 2 lengths to Trisgo on the outside of Abspray. Then Lightning Leroy a further 2 lengths away, followed by Andre Stad. Back behind those horses is then Joe Dami, and then Benevideo, who's being niggled at second last, and last is Regal Noah. Well strung out, and as they came to the 600 metres, the leader is Lord Loxley by 1 length to Nap Hill and 2 to Nullarbor Knights, 2 to down to 0, who's under pressure now from Luca Brasi, then Trisco and Tetrice together, a break to Abspray, and Benevideo still spotting them a long start when they swing around the home corner, and again Nap Hill went to the lead over Lord Loxley. On the outside now, Nullarbor Knights called on for the run, Luca Brasi just inside it, then down to 0, followed by Tetrice, Trisgo, and Benevideo's a good way back. Nap Hill had burst 3 lengths in front, down to the 300 now from Luca Brasi giving chase, and then Nullarbor Knights, Lord Loxley fighting on, but Nap Hill is well clear with 100 to go. He's 3 lengths in front. Benevideo and Andre Stad flashing home. Nap Hill is still well clear though, and Nap Hill's going to win it by 1 length on the line to maybe Andre Stad will grab second. Benevideo on the outside is there. Close up was down to
Said Racing, Scorched, one of the best to begin, in fact, from on the outside, the Means Girl. Iron Shoe not that far away, and Dance Dancer making ground the inside towards the lead, followed by Blue Flirt. The fence is Nullarbor, a length away on the inside now, well back as Plus, followed on the outside by Dynasty Arc. No Foresight dropped out to second last, and Lady Melbury last, down by the 700. Iron Shoe scampered to the lead now, opened up by 4. Scorched on the outside, travelled up into second placing. Third, the fence is Dance Dancer, a length and a half to Blue Flirt. Fourth, followed by No Foresight from well back, peeling out, making ground. Then Nullarbor, the Means Girl. Dynasty Arc is well back, and 2.5 away Plus, who's second last on the inside of Lady Melbury. At the 350 around the turn, Iron Shoe will straighten up, 2.5 in front of Dance Dancer. Scorched on the outside has shown the whip, followed by Blue Flirt. Then No Foresight down the outside, followed by Nullarbor. At the Tour de Do, Iron Shoe still over 2 in front of Scorched, and also the inside Dance Dancer trying hard. Then Nullarbor getting out, making ground, but Iron Shoe well clear over the final stages, and Iron Shoe far too good, wins 1 3/4 to Nullarbor. Dynasty Arc on the inside has run third, and Lady Melbury making.
Starter has them here, one playing up, might have been Clinker. Off they go now. And it was Clinker, and it missed the start a couple of lengths. Molinetta, one of the first to bounce out. Dame Portia, Graceful Emma. Morissette jumped away well. Spot of Magic about the middle of the field early. Heart of Egypt began fast, and as they settle down, Molinetta from the inside takes it up by about a length here to Yangtze River. Heart of Egypt and Morissette is right on the pace today where she likes to be. She's settling down fourth. A length Alamonte, followed by Prunella. One further back is Varna Moots, and then Clinker getting up on the inside of Spot of Magic. Dame Portia 3 wide. One to Drink Card Princess. A length and a half to Graceful Emma. They're being followed then by No Returns, who's over on the outside of there of our Silver Shadow, and back at the tail end of the field is Miss Ampere running to the turn at the 800, and Molinetta the leader. A length and a half up on Heart of Egypt. Running third is Yangtze River. One to Morissette fourth, and they're being followed by Prunella on the inside of Alamonte going forward. Then Dame Portia 3 wide all the way from Varna Moots, Clinker. Graceful Emma taking off, followed by Drink Card Princess. A good way back is Spot of Magic. No Returns goes around her, followed by our Silver Shadow, and Miss Ampere is last coming to the home turn at the 500 metres. Molinetta just the leader, about 3/4 of a length in front. Heart of Egypt is second. Morissette is third, a length away when they swing the corner, followed by Alamonte. Dropping off on the inside then was Yangtze River, and in the straight now, and Molinetta had booted away. She raced about 3 to 4 lengths in front now from Heart of Egypt. Graceful Emma running on fairly. Morissette just battling with Alamonte, and then Drink Card Princess. Molinetta 3 from Heart of Egypt. Graceful Emma, Alamonte. Molinetta kept going. She's about 2 lengths to Heart of Egypt. Molinetta's clear. She's holding on near the line. She's stopping Molinetta. Heart of Egypt lunge didn't make it, and Molinetta beat Heart of Egypt by about a half a length. Third a photo. We've got Graceful Emma's there with Alamonte, and just behind those horses then was our Silver Shadow who made ground, and then Prunella. They were followed further back by Miss Ampere. So now Wilson getting back aboard Winter Wonderland, and the field set to go for the Ungar Supervobis. 1,200 metres. Starter has them. Now they're away. And a good dispatch too. Carolina Moon jumped well on the inside. Rancho Spark breaks the line and bursts 2 in front. Keltegra away fast. Don't Imbibe is going forward. Swing King prominent. Lucky Magic on the outside is heading towards the front as well, followed by Stargrazer. Then Winter Wonderland out wide on the improve, followed by Don't Say Goodbye, who's going through between horses in a tight bunch there in that run to the first turn at the 800. Stargrazer on its outside. All systems go on the improve. A gap to Shilling, and then Keltegra, who's got back. Steel Phoenix is back towards the tail end, followed by Flexible Friend and Contend as they came to the 600 metres now, and it's Rancho Spark just in front. It's going to swing the corner about a half on. Lucky Magic second. Winter Wonderland is third. Carolina Moon right behind the leading horse, and out wide was All Systems Go running on when they corner. Then Swing King, followed by Don't Say Goodbye and Stargrazer at the 300 metres. Rancho Spark by 2. Carolina Moon, and here comes Don't Say Goodbye. The baldy face Don't Say Goodbye is ranging up to Rancho Spark to run to the lead. A gap to Stargrazer, Carolina Moon, Shilling and Steel Phoenix, but Don't Say Goodbye took the lead, draws away from Rancho Spark, and then Stargrazer and Don't Say Goodbye. First start for Mayfield Smith, wins it by 3 lengths to Rancho Spark. Photo third, either Stargrazer or Steel Phoenix, who ran on well, clear of Shilling. And
the light not that far away, and driving from the inside now is Sam Staden, going forward the outsiders, Pro Lovers, they settle down. Sunny Dundee dropped out the last. At the 750, Golden Meteor a half in front of Pro Love, and also Conation. Not that far away, Nina's Delight. A half away on the outside of Thor Actor. 2.5 to Samstead. Up on the outside is Sunny Dundee, now third last, and Southern Light is back at the tail at the 550, nearing the turn. Pro Love in the centre, just in front of Golden Meteor, 3 out. Carnation holds the fence by length and a half to Thorak to fourth. 2 lengths away, Nina's Delight, followed by Sunny Dundee, Southern Light, and Samstead is last. Around the turn, Pro Love in the centre, just in front of Carnation under pressure. Golden Meteor's under the whip. Thorak is coming with a pretty good run down towards the centre at the 220. Then Sunny Dundee under the whip, but Thorak at the 150 now, ranged up, grabbed the lead from Pro Love. Sunny Dundee switches back to the inside. The grey Southern Light making ground down the outside, but Thorak over the final stages. Too good. Thorak wins the length. Southern Light second, a length away third Pro Love. Fourth Sunny Dundee, a gap to Samstead. Then Golden Meteor, second last Nina's Delight, and Carnations run last.
$1,200, first leg of the double. Ready to go now. Light flashing away. Federal Agent well tried from the outside barrier. They're away. Raging Force a little slow with Paved with Gold. Freeman the first out. Hit the ground in front of Citrus, who's hustled out to go to the front. Federal Agent away very fast, moving up to second, and Captain Cortez now third. Raging Force on the improve with Roy, and then Freeman about sixth on the inside now, followed by Zaccarlo Mio, and they're being followed by Belzig Paved with Gold. Christmas Toy over on the outside. Violent's got a fair way back on the rails at the first bend. Behind him is Gold Time, Cape Dance easing off heels, and then Ironstone, Metal Ice, and Minesweeper last on the fence. Citrus led at the 600. Federal Agent a neck away second. A length Raging Force moving up wide around Captain Cortez and Roy on the fence. Then Zaccarlo Mio when they came to the turn from Christmas Toy. Friedman's dropped off the pace a bit down on the inside rail, followed by Belzig, Gold Time, Ironstone pulled to the outside. Federal Agent took the lead at the top of the straight. Captain Cortez got the run on the inside. Raging Force on the outside, challenge him immediately. Then Christmas Toy trying to get out. Belzig coming with a run. Gold Time down the outside, many chances here. Captain Cortez tackled now by Belzig. Belzig swept to the lead. Gold Time in turn after it. It's Belzig in front, though he drew a length and a half in front. Gold Time can't reach him, and Belzig wins it from Gold Time. Minesweeper flashed home and grabbed third. Cape Dance ran on. Christmas Toy battled, and then Ironstone, who made up ground the outside. All set, lights on. Looks a nice line. Off. A little bit tardily away was I'm Pop. Seal dropped out of it early. And away quickly is Comprende with Triumph on the inside showing speed. And so too was Rianne going up towards the leaders by the 1400. Rianne narrowly in front of Comprende, and Triumph on the inside is third, followed by Tassie Dancer. A length to Brightly Chosen, a half on the inside to Gilligan. 2 lengths away, My Boy Tommy. Working around them, followed by Rocky Glen on the outside of DiMaggio. A length and a half to Loose Rose on the inside of I'm Pop. Sealed as second last. And Le Cossack had dropped out to the tail by the 1100, and Tassie Dancer strode to the lead. It's Comprende racing second, a length and a half away with his mouth wide open. Third the fence is Riant, around them on the outside but settling down wide, and from the outset is Brightly Chosen towards the leaders now fourth. A length away Triumph in the centre, fifth, a length and a half to My Boy Tommy. Gilligan back on the fence a little bit further back than midfield, followed by Rocky Glen. Then I'm Pop, sealed around it, followed by DiMaggio, Loose Rose, and Le Cossack is 4 lengths away at the 600 metre turn. The leader Tassie Dancer. It's Comprende second within a length on the outside. A half away Brightly Chosen. Back to the inside as Riant. My Boy Tommy now pulls out 4 wide, followed by Triumph needing a run. Then Sealed from well back 2.5 to Rocky Glen I'm Pop. Then Gilligan followed by Loose Rose, Le Cossack and DiMaggio. Around the turn, My Boy Tommy ranged up quickly now. Comprende reached the lead by the 220. Tackled
by My Boy Tommy. Down the outside is Seal from well back, getting out, running home hard at the 120 metre mark. My Boy Tommy in front of Seal the outside. Gilligan getting out, making ground, but My Boy Tommy's in front, and Tommy too good. My Boy Tommy wins a length and a quarter to Sealed. Tight third, Comprende or Gilligan, which has flown. Close up was Rocky Glen, followed by Triumph. Then Le Cossack, I'm Pop. Tassie Dancer knocked up, followed by Loose Rose. Then Brightly Chosen, Riant, and last.
On the outside to complete it will be Bertie's Bell. Very open affair with the light flashing away now for race 6. Lady Capel well drawn in 2. Bold Asset in 1. All set. Racing now, Lady Capel jumped okay with El Karam. Away quickly there was Bold Asset on the rails. Zumbido into stride fast. Gypsy Dale showing pace with Ginabeth, and Bertie's Bell from the outside barriers going very hard in the early stages as they come to the 700 metres, and Bertie's Bell is going to cross the field. Ginabeth came across with it. Just behind these horses, El Karam on the inside with Zumbido, La Molokai. Out wider is Admiral Louise and Look for Venus right off the track. Just behind them, Bold Asset over on the inside, and then Lady Capel between horses when they corner, and they're followed then by Lavender and Lace. A Look for Venus, the widest runner. Bertie's Bell led in the straight below the 400 metres. La Molokai coming after it with Lady Capel. El Karam battling. Bold Asset near the inside. La Molokai went very quickly at the 200 dash to the lead. Lady Capel's finishing well along the inside. La Molokai about 2 lengths to Lady Capel, and Lavender and Lace Julia Clear, but La Molokai is racing away from Lady Capel, and La Molokai is going to win it easily by 3 lengths to Lady Capel. Third to Julia Cleo, and then Gladden, who ran on fairly well.
Bird of Prey a bit on the toe. Bronske comes up. Daniel Schmidt rode Nap Hill to victory at Sandown earlier on. He's on Bronske here. Racing, Bronske out wide, in fact beat them out, landed about 3/4 in front of Starado and Kukal on the inside, going up towards the lead. Then Centenary Force, followed by Retain. Arabian Glimmer making ground the inside, followed by Twin Ramble, and Bird of Prey now dropped out the last. Kukal went to the lead by the 800, led by 2 to Starado. Third the fence, Arabian Glimmer, followed by Bronske in the centre. A length away, Retain fifth, followed by Twin Ramble, Centenary Force, and Bird of Prey had dropped out the last. Kukal flying inside the 600. Kukal 3 in front of Bronske into second placing, followed by Starado under pressure. Retain on the outside, making some ground third. 2.5 away, Bird of Prey, Twin Ramble. Dropping out of it, Arabian Glimmer and Centenary Forces last. Bronske ranged up now, quickly got to Kukal at the top of the straight. Retain is a length and a half away, making ground. At the 220 though, Bronske reached the lead. Retain on the outsiders coming out after Bronske. Then Kukal gone, followed by Twin Ramble. At the 100 though, Bronske tackled by Retain on the outside. Retain now hit the lead over the final stages. Group 1, Gavin goes for Retain. He finds plenty, and Retain is too good. Retain wins by a length to Bronske. Bird of Prey possibly out wide, third from Kukal. Then Twin
All set to break. Starter has them. An attendant getting him with Frisbee. Ready to break now. Make a dance on the outside. Away they go. Starter set them away in a good line with Hello Bing and Shimeo first to bounce out ahead of Royalty Galore, who began quickly, and Nalem pushing up on the inside, and then came Grist for the Mill. Settling into stride now and going through. Nalem on the inside takes it up ahead of Grist for the Mill, and Hello Bing is a half length away third, a length and a half to Royalty Galore. Then getting up on the inside, Blue Sky King, followed by Replace, and one further back is Frisbee. Getting up on the inside then is Bolster and Trellini. They're being followed by Shimeo on the outside of those horses, caught a little wide down the back, a length and a half to Apparatus, Our Imposing, and they're followed by Royal Cut, Time Chase second last, and Mecca Dance whipped the field in by the 1,000 metres, where Hello Bing on the outside had moved up to join Nalem. 2 lengths to Grist for the Mill, having a good run. A length and a half away is then Blue Sky King travelling in fourth placing, followed by Royalty Galore, Replace, and then Frisbee. Shimeo still travelling wide, followed by Trellini, and then Apparatus. A length and a half to Bolster, Royal Cut, followed by Our Imposing a good way back in the field, followed by Time Chase and Mecca Dances last when they came to the turn, and Nalem through on the inside, and Hello Bing the leaders. Grist for the Mills come out 3 wide, 4 wide wide there goes Royalty Galore, followed by Shimeo, who's the widest runner into the straight. Nailem kicked away on the inside into the straight. Down to the 400, he put up 2 lengths on Hello Bing, and coming down the outside, Royalty Galore, followed by Grist for the Mill, and then a gap Shimeo with Time Chase coming right down the outside. It's Hello Bing going to the lead, and after it, Royalty Galore, 100 metres to go now. Royalty Galore and Hello Bing fighting it out. Hello Bing just in front of Royalty Galore. Shimeo late. Hello Bing and Royalty Galore. This is a great struggle to the line. Oh, gee, there's nothing in this Royalty Galore or Hello Bing. Shimeo might have grabbed third in a photo. There's a wall of them there, including over near the inside.
They balance up towards the 1200 metre turn. It's Shazag out of the pack now, clearing the field by 3 to Borsier. Timescale third, 2.5 away. Around them, Balsura on the outside of Winning is Best, and 6 on the fence is Prefer a Cuddle. 3 lengths to Hot Raj on the outside of Sovereign Mac, followed by Barney Lou. Hessian well back, and 3 lengths away, Our Miss Brody. They're strung out by the 900 metre turn. It's Shazag leading by 2 lengths to Borsier. A length third the fence is Timescale, a half away Balsura. A length and a quarter to Prefer a Cuddle, back on the inside, followed on the outside by Winning is Best. Some 4 lengths away, Hot Raj on the outside of Sovereign Mac, 2 lengths away Barney Lou Hessian, and Our Miss Brody is back of the tail. Inside the 600 metres, nearing the turn, it's Shazag still in front by a length to Borsier. Winning is Best now makes its move, pulls to the outside now, 3 wide joining in. A length away, Timescale, dipped there, almost fell. Oh, Eddie Cassidy did a good job to stay in the saddle. Checking behind it in turn, Prefer a Cuddle. Around the turn of the 250, Borsier reached the lead now, tackled by Winning is Best on the outside. They're 2 in front of Shazag, down by the 200 metres. Borsier just in front, Winning is Best on the outside, trying very hard. Borsier just in front, holding on from Winning is Best. Borsier a neck in front, Winning is Best is making a late lunge. Borsier, I reckon, a nose to Winning is Best. 4 away third, maybe Prefer a Cuddle, a nose to Timescale. Now there's a run, Belsier a close up, followed by Hot Raj, then Hessian, followed by Shazagu Weekend, well back Sovereign Mac, Barney Lou, and last in was Our Miss Brody. Winner 2, Borsier, Michael Barlow. Number 2.
Sandown. Last Sunday meeting for about 3 or 4 weeks as well. End of May before we race again on a Sunday, and it'll be back here at Sandown. Now the field is all set and away they go. Oh, Rich and Playful didn't begin all that well down on the inside, and Rambling Rose a bit slow. Pro Pearl was the first out. Timpanet jumped well. Serene Joy and the All Whites going forward, and Salamondo's going to head them all off now. Salamondo goes to the lead over Pro Pearl, Serene Joy. Timpanet is 4th, Rambling Rose 5th, and 6th on the outside, Impulsive from Muskoma. That's Liberty. Then Rich and Playful getting up along the inside. A length and a half further back is Koi Cowgirl on the outside of Victina. Then Perfect Lady, Typhoon Lily, and back behind her then is the top weight Ruby Dancer, who's second last, and last of all is Nanushka. They've come off the back at the 800 with Salamondo the leader, about 2.5 lengths in front. Serene Joy is running second, Pro Pearl third on the inside of Timpanet, and Muskoma going up on the outside. 1.5 away in the field is Impulsive working into the race. Rambling Rose losing ground, and they're followed by Koi Cowgirl making a run around the outside of Rich and Playful when they corner, and they're followed then by That's Liberty a good way back when they come into the straight. Ruby Dancer is struggling last. Salamondo flattened in at the 400, tackled by Timpanet and Muskoma. Pro Pearl battling, and Impulsive is looming up ominously now. She's raced up and gone to the lead. Impulsive near the 200 metres. Perfect Lady is starting to stride home well, but Impulsive has 2 lengths on her, and then Muskoma and Nanushka. It's Impulsive with 50 to go, the leader. Coming after it is Perfect Lady. Impulsive's finding plenty. Just a neck in front, and Impulsive held on and won it from Perfect Lady. 3 lengths.